And you got a problem. Deadbolt's the #1 password crack-resistant software out there.
From the war she had to fight to get paid for her role in Criminal Minds to the little-known constant torture she had to overcome because of her sexuality. In this video, we are going to tell you some of the untold life stories of Kirsten Vangsness while showing you some of her rare photos. Stage fright was Kirsten Vangsness' excuse to join the acting business, and she would need just lisp disease, sexual harassment, and a dose of luck to make it big in the industry. Kirsten was born with a speech disorder, and this made her speak very little in public to avoid being bullied. Her teachers refused to lose hope in her, and that might just be the reason why we love and celebrate her today. According to the actress, occasionally, they called her out for a session called speech therapy, and she could say just whatever and they would applaud her. This helped build her self-esteem, and just when they had her where they wanted, they presented her with two options: shop class or drama lessons. Kirsten hated to build anything, so reluctantly, she chose stage performance. She made an A in her first year in drama class, and the actress revealed that this was the first time she excelled at something, so she continued because of the accolades. Kirsten kept up with acting through high school and college, participating in plays at least 2 times a year, and even after her breakthrough with Criminal Minds, she was still willing to risk everything for the stage. Not many people know this, but Kirsten walked into the audition of Criminal Minds feeling defeated. As she confessed, everything was wrong with the Penelope Gracious role. First was that she didn't think that she had any technical analyst character in her, and second, the show writers wanted a Latino man for the same role. As a favor to her friend who was part of the casting team, Kirsten stood before her judges and read for the part, and that was when the unexpected happened. She got the role and her life changed forever. But even this miracle, as big as it was, still was not enough. All the show creators had for Kirsten Vangsness in their Criminal Minds offer was the first episode, and then she would be written off. Kirsten knew that she needed new tricks to woo her bosses, and she was going to go with the sexual harassment game. According to her story, after the shooting of the first episode of Criminal Minds, a writer caught her in a love game with actor Shemar Moore, who played Derek Morgan. Their chemistry couldn't be ignored, and by the end of the day, she was walking home with a smile on her face and new scripts with scenes with Moore. Confident that she had secured her slot, Kirsten was going to show her new bosses how to run their show while demanding higher pay. Criminal Minds was a major hit, and it quickly transported its stars to superstardom. Kirsten's Gracia easily turned into a fan favorite because of her unique interactions with her team. She brought a lot of heart to the show, and viewers could relate to who she was and all she did. And behind the scenes, Kirsten was also taking over the show. First, without permission, she started rewriting some of her lines. Then she would ask that they increase her salary for it. Her strong theater background made it easy for her to adapt well and fast into the Gracia role, and the scripts she was able to come up with were irresistible. She won, and by the end of the show, Kirsten had co-written over 5 episodes, including the series finale. Criminal Minds was everything to her. She found love on the set, made jolly good friends, and even gave testimony of discovering her sexuality. Her wages were her only concern. Kirsten attempted to walk away from Criminal Minds twice after her cries for salary increase fell on deaf ears. She hated the gender wage gap, and she was willing to risk everything to be paid closer to her male counterparts. It started in 2013 when Kirsten and AJ Cook realized that they earned half of what co-stars Goobler and Shemar Moore took home. They threatened to leave, but they were bribed with fat raises. The effect would wear off after 4 years, and now they wouldn't keep quiet until their contracts were revisited. Another really cool thing that Kirsten did for AJ Cook behind the scenes was when she helped save her job. At some point in Criminal Minds, Cook's role was reduced, and the show writers were considering writing her off. Kirsten was going to get her hands dirty to work AJ back into the show. The actress persuaded screen legend Helen Mirren to sign a fan petition in AJ's favor. Mirren was a big fan of Kirsten's work on screen, so she obliged, and it worked. AJ got her job back with an increased salary, and it was just another behind-the-scenes Penelope Gracia moment. Kirsten and AJ finally had their way, but the actress still had a few scores to settle with the viewers of the show. On screen, Kirsten's Gracia bent computers to her will, and this deceived everyone into thinking that this was who she was. Real-life Kirsten is as computer literate as anyone's grandma. "I'm a terrible typist," the actress cried out. "My job is to pay homage to the real people who can do these things. These people who work in the computer science world who are just stellar." As if this was not shocking enough, Kirsten had everyone scratching their heads as she revealed that she found a few of Penelope Gracia's qualities completely disgusting. According to her, she revealed that she hated that Penelope was so blinded with being a people pleaser that she believed that the world does not have evil people. This was fixed in the last season when Gracia finally got opportunities to be emotionally vulnerable. Beyond her problems with Penelope Gracia, Kirsten believes that Criminal Minds was a great show. She is especially grateful for all the wonderful connections she made on the set of the show. Criminal Minds made Kirsten Vangsness a millionaire, but it also brought a lot of confusion to her love life. Like her viewers wanted, the actress revealed that she did all she could to find Shamar more attractive, but that just didn't happen. And then she had what she described as an awakening, and that was when she discovered that she was a queer. The actors had their fun in the first season of the show, and we have caught them smooching on red carpets, but they have continued to maintain that their relationship was strictly platonic. Their chemistry on screen was so natural that fans really wanted to see a romance, but Kirsten just didn't love more like that. She was in fact in love with another person on set, and that was where all her attention was invested. Kirsten Vangsness secretly shared a romance with assistant editor Melanie Goldstein, and she was ready to break all laws to walk her down the aisle. They dated for 3 years, and in 2009, they got engaged. This was trouble because it was a few years before same-sex marriage became legal. I never thought I would want to get married. Then when you meet the person, you're like, I want to marry you. I don't care if there's a law against it. Prepared to break the law, Kirsten was going to have her heart broken instead. She tried to make it work, but the demands of life and career forced them apart. According to the actress, she was so in love with Melanie, but it would take living together to realize that they wanted different things in life. This to her was enough reason for separation, so she had to call it in. In 2015, 2 years after her romance with the editor ended, Kirsten started a well-publicized relationship with actor and writer Keith Hansen. That same year, the actor popped the big question to her and she said yes. Wedding bells have been ringing for the past 9 years for these Hollywood stars as Kirsten insists that she should be allowed to take all the time she needs to plan for her fairy tale day. This is going to be her first marriage, and she would do anything to ensure that nothing goes wrong. Once again, Kirsten had clashes with a few fans who tagged her as bisexual because she dated a woman before the man she is with now. To her, it was all the same. She never truly understood the many concepts of sexuality, and even after she came out, it was still no different to her. These days, Kirsten prides herself to be as queer as a purple unicorn singing Madonna, but it was not always like this for her. In 2006, the actress was forced into an arrangement with a woman just to prove that she was attracted to women. From her confessions, she took this woman as a date to the People's Choice Awards, and she made headlines for it. Kirsten regretted this deeply as she revealed that she only wanted people to know that she was queer, but the publicity that came with it was something she never expected. In the end, the actress has refused to address the many questions surrounding her sexuality. She argues that she doesn't have the answers and that it is all about living in the moment for her. These days, not so much is going on with Kirsten Vangsness as she is investing all her time, money, and energy in her unpopular passions like pet projects, philanthropy, and human rights advocacy. Kirsten Vangsness, now 51 years old, doesn't look a day older than 40. She is enjoying all the rewards of the industry with her partner, Keith Hansen. The actress has an estimated net worth of $3 million. If you enjoyed this video, there's a good chance you'll also enjoy the one showing on your screen right now. Click, enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one.